Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bengals Nation. We are here today with Chad Wright and Bad Chad, better known as Bad Chad, my husband. He's been a lifelong Bengals fan, and we are going to do part two of the Bengals going to the AFC North Championship game tomorrow. And my husband said he would like to talk a little bit about the game, and if you've got any questions or comments, I'll be following along with you, and I'll be glad to ask them if you have any, or I will. You are more than welcome to leave a comment below, or if you have a question, just let us know, and I'll be reading those off to them. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that as well. Thank you for joining us today. And Chad, it's to you.
Okay. You said tomorrow is the AFC Championship. We are the AFC North champions. We're in the AFC Championship. 4 quarters from being in the Super Bowl. With a win tomorrow. The game's at 3 o'clock in Kansas City. And we're 1 win away from the Super Bowl. The odds of that before the season started were astronomical. Not in my eyes. I thought it was possible. But in the Las Vegas odds, or just gambling odds, nobody gave us much of a chance. Every week, if you watch prediction shows and everybody does their prediction on the games, it's always they're picking the other team. Very few people picking the Bengals there, and we keep winning. Some people are, and the really smart people are. But Vicky talked about doing this. We done an interview after the Bengals won, clinched the AFC North, and went to the playoffs. Was that after we won our first playoff game against the Raiders? I can't remember.
I think so.
Okay, so after our first playoff game. And then last week we beat the Titans, and so we're playing the Chiefs. So Vicky asked me about doing another interview. We haven't talked much about it, so she wanted to go live at 9 o'clock, and here we are. So we haven't talked really about the format, but what I'm going to do is talk to you about what it's like as a lifelong Bengals fan to see the success. And it's pure joy. It is just unbelievable. It's why you're a sports fan.
I will, if I can at the end, if it'll let me add some pictures or video, I'll try to, or I may do a separate video of that, of celebration moments and things, because we've got a lot of footage of that as well.
But, so yeah, just the pure joy when your team wins big games, especially when it's unexpected. And when you've been a long-suffering fan. We've had our moments, but overall, we've never won a Super Bowl. So, and we've had some losing seasons, and we've been through it. So when your team does not win regularly and you stay with them, it's so rewarding when they win. And I have watched YouTube nonstop, Bengal videos, fan reactions. I wanted to share, just wanted to keep sharing and seeing everybody else's reactions. And it's so awesome to see Bengal mania right now. The Bengals are the most popular thing going, it seems like. I don't want to say there's bandwagon jumping fans. If they are, come on, we want all the fans we can get. But it's like everywhere I turn, there's more news and more of this and that. And people on an airplane singing the Who Day and the Bengals songs. Just, it's like the other 3 teams that are left have won a Super Bowl before. So I think that still feeling like the underdogs, a lot of people are for us. But from my perspective as a lifelong fan, there's lots of teams in the NFL and in all sports that can relate. You still keep following them. The team with the worst record in the league this year, their fans are still following them. They're watching. Who are we going to draft? How are we going to get better? And I think when you can love something that you have no control over and feel passionate about it. I remember in Fever Pitch, when it's a movie about a guy who's such a big Boston Red Sox fan that he's afraid his new girlfriend won't understand. And she says, when you can love in the best and worst of circumstances, that's a lyrical soul, or something like that was the line from the movie. And I'm like, that's me with the Bengals. And all of us. My whole family. It's just been so fun to share this with them, to talk about it, and to be involved, and very excited about the game. I don't really talk X's and O's. There's plenty of stuff like that there. It's more about feelings and what it's like to be a fan and to see your team succeed. So, in my life being a huge baseball, football, basketball fan, I've had a lot of big games to watch, and it can be really nerve-wracking. But both of the wins in the playoffs came down to the last play. The Raiders game, we had an interception. They could have tied it with the touchdown. We intercepted it at about the 2-yard line. And then last week was tied, and we got an interception and threw one pass, and with 4 seconds on the clock, lined up for the field goal, kicked the field goal as time expired. So one on the last play of the game. The way it happened was just awesome. It was making me a nervous wreck at the time. But our rookie kicker, Evan McPherson, is so cool, and he can kick amazing. He's just been huge for us this year with 50-plus yard field goals. That was a 52-yarder. You think I know? It might have been 54. I think it's 52. And Joe Burrow said that before he went out there, he was practicing his leg swing, and he told the backup quarterback, Brandon Allen, I guess we're going to the AFC Championship. He went out there knowing he was going to make it. And seen him on TV interviews, and he had a t-shirt on that said, God is great. And he looks like a 6th grader. He's a young guy. But his positive attitude, and they're like, so you're celebrating what's going to be your beverage of choice? And he said, nice cold water. And I mean, he's just so wholesome and stuff. But his swagger matches Joe Burrow's swagger as our young star franchise quarterback. It seemed like the whole season that the team just gets along so well, which is a reflection of Zach Taylor, the head coach, I think, setting the aura around the program, setting everything in a tone that feels that way. They feel ownership, they feel close. It's a very fun team to root for. And we're playing what most people think is the best team tomorrow, the Kansas City Chiefs. They had to win in the best game I may have ever seen in my life last week. It looked like they were beat, and they came back and won. And their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, is just amazing. I still feel like we are going to win. I have this thing about big games that they can make you nervous. And I've had a lot of big games as a fan. I go back, and I know it's about the Bengals, but it's from my perspective. So as a little boy being like 9 years old, and the Cincinnati Reds were in the World Series playing the Oakland A's. And then in 75 and 76, the Reds won the World Series. And sharing in that my family, my grandparents, my parents, the UK Wildcats winning the championships in 78, 96 and 98, and 2012. Those were big games in my lifetime. My Little League team had plenty of big games. My son's high school team beating Breathitt County in the regional tournament last year, coming from behind. Those big game moments are what you be a sports fan for, and this Bengals season has gave us plenty of that. So it's hard not to almost feel like I'm nervous wreck. Just wake me up when it's over and tell me who won. But I feel like my advice is to attack it, tackle it, approach it with guns blazing. We're going in there to win. I'm going to watch this game tomorrow fired up on all cylinders, watching every play, knowing what we can do. Nobody's giving us a chance, but that much anyway, a few people. But we can do it. Joe Burrow is amazing. Joe Mixon can run the ball. Our receivers, Jamar Chase is amazing. Our defense has been opportunistic, and through injuries they have done it. I trust the coaching staff and the schemes. If I were the Chiefs, I'd be very worried. But as a Bengals fan, we've already outdone expectations. This is just gravy. But we can go to the Super Bowl and have 2 more weeks of all this bliss and mania, and then win that thing too. So, Bengal fans, let's go into this game not nervous at all, but excited. Embrace the moment and go after every play. And that's what you got to do in big games. We're not out there on the field, but I feel like that's what we got to do to help the team win. They don't ever seem to be nervous or let the moment get too big for them. They've just hung in there and done great all year. So that's my perspective as a lifelong Bengals fan on how special this season has been and how special this postseason has been. It's what a time to be a Bengals fan. It's what I hope for all sports fans. I know some franchises. I won't name them by names, but I've got friends that are fans of franchises that have been long suffering as well, and I hope that they get to experience this because it is amazing. When that field goal went through last week, it was just like, I just wanted to just sit in the floor and break down. My son Gobi was in the floor, and then my phone starts ringing. It's like 6 people calling 3 minutes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's hard to get those moments through anything else but sports. Now, being a Christian, we have that with Jesus, and being a Christian is something that's way bigger than this. But it's not like you just have that one moment where you have, a game ends on this second. So it's the way that it happens that gives you that kind of celebration. My wife always said she'd like to see me act in church like I do at ball games, but it's not that I don't have that passion for Christianity. It's just the way that a game happens. It's just a little different the way it's laid out. But it's been so awesome to get to experience this. I hope tomorrow we win big, so I don't think my nerves can take another close finish. But however it goes, what an honor it's been. It's going to be so much fun watching the game. And Who Day Nation, I've so much enjoyed watching the celebrations. It's like I said on the last video, the stripes, the Who Day. There's so many special things about the Bengals that makes it fun to be a fan that you can share with people. And people singing the fight song and saying Who Day from all ages. I seen one fan reaction video of the Titans game where everybody's leaving. The Titans fans are leaving. Bengals fans aren't leaving. They're still there. When it's over, you see so many Bengals fans. They travel to the game. But you can see some Bengals fans as they're walking up, and other Bengals fans are standing in the middle of the aisle. Little kid, he'd run over and give every Bengal fan a five and a hug. And just seeing the players interact with them. Joe Mixon singing Who Day with the fans. That stuff's really cool too. And I talked about the UK Wildcats. Kentucky basketball team played Kansas tonight, and we won 80-62. Big win. And now
maybe that's a sign of what's to come tomorrow.
Tomorrow, going to do the same thing. Going to be shocking the world. And even if we don't, it's been an amazing run, and you never know what's going to happen. And a turnover here or there can influence things so much. But I really do like our chances, and I am going in just fired up and seeing what we can do.
Well, my thing is this. It's been a joy, but it's also been a lot of chaos when they played. Chad and Kobe Chad ain't so bad anymore because Kobe's so bad. So they started watching it at Kobe's this year, and I'm glad of that. But anyway, there's 2 people or 3 people that I really want them to win for, that I know this is going to mean a lot for them. 2 of them especially, and that's my son Kobe and my nephew Jordan Short, because Chad has made them the monsters that they are about the Bengals. And they, I told Chad last night, I think we was talking, I said, do you think it'll make it worse though? Because next year it'll make it even harder because of the expectations. He said, I don't think so. I think he'll be like, anything we get now is just gravy. So.
If we win in 81 and 88, I've experienced AFC championship games. And we won and went to the Super Bowl. We didn't win. But I think to win a Super Bowl, their passion for the Bengals will never die. But once you get over that hump, it's different. You don't have to worry about, can we ever get, like winning the playoff game, breaking that 31-year drought.
Yeah.
And now that's over. That monkey's off our back. We can go play football. So I think that there'll be a different perspective, a healthier perspective if we can do it. But yes, I'd be happy for them. I'd be happy for my mom. She just loves watching sports. Since Dad passed August the 7th, I think it means a lot to her. Kind of feels close to her when there's ball games. But right now, it's wintertime. She's been stuck on their heel and has cabin fever. And I know what these ball games mean to her. So I'd be happy for her, my brothers and sister, and my kids, my grandkids, my wife, everybody. When I was in high school, there wasn't many Bengal fans. My friends that gave me a hard time because they kept saying, we are almost there. And we'd lose every Sunday. My first year in college, we went to the Super Bowl. So he
never gave up on them, though. Never gave up.
Stay with them no matter what. But I had one friend in high school that was also a Bengals fan. It was Chris Gooch, a good close friend. And he's a season ticket holder, so I'd be happy for him. And
he's been nice enough to give us tickets a couple times.
Yeah, so lots of people mean a lot to. Of course, for me, the biggest one is Kobe and Jordan. They die hard, so it would mean the world to them. It's fun though to have something to be excited about like that, and it's been a great season. There's only 4 teams left out of 32, so we're right there.
Col-
AFC Championship game.
Kobe's always funny about it too. Whoever they're playing, he tries to plan his menu for him and his dad and his family around what the
Their
place
city.
they're coming from, what variety of food they're going to have. It's cute, and I'm usually the one in charge of the dessert. But I don't go to the games because I'm not allowed to, which
Kansas
is
City
fine with me.
Barbecue, so I assume that's in his plans. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, do you have anything else to say, Chad?
No, just I'm glad that you asked me to do this because I can look back on it when times are not so good. Maybe watch. Of course, after the fact, you'll know if we won or not, and then maybe we'll be looking at the Super Bowl. And like I said, if we don't win, we're losing to a great team, and so excited for next year because our star players are all super young. We're going to improve. We've got some obvious shortcomings, and we'll improve upon them. And I think going into next season, most people would pick us as one of the top 1 to 5 teams. I don't think anybody can leave us out of that. Speaking of that, this preseason, most people predicting us to win 3, 4, or 5 games. Most people thought we should have not taken Jamar Chase with the first pick. We need to get offensive line help, and he's probably going to be Rookie of the Year. He's a superstar. Most people didn't know why we hired Zach Taylor. They thought just because he was an assistant to Sean McVay in the Rams, but Bengals have proven right in Zach Taylor. We've proven right in picking Jamar Chase, and we proved everybody wrong who thought we weren't going to win 3 or 4 games. We've won 12 now, so in the AFC Championship game, it's fun to prove people wrong. This Bengals team is special. They've got good spirit. I think they can do it for sure. Win, lose, or draw, though, the future's really bright, and it's fun being a sports fan. And it's fun being a Cincinnati Bengal fan. Who day?
And Bengals, I just want to add to the end of that before we wrap up that, Chad's a lot bigger sports fanatic than I am. I don't claim to be one, but I do support the Bengals. And win or lose, we're so proud of our Cincinnati Bengals. We're proud of our fans. We're proud of our staff and our players and our families that sacrifice so much to let their spouses play on this team and the time they put into it. And I pray that everyone, first of all, has a safe game and a very blessed game, and a lot of memories are made, and that there's no injuries, and that God will bless everyone. And I thank you all for watching today. And if you like this video, don't forget to comment or share. Give it a thumbs up, and I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Chad, once again for your input on this game. It was good hearing from you again. And hoo day.
Who day?
We'll see you tomorrow.